Hello, my name is Stories by BR, and you are welcome to my channel. It is about the walls that grow in silence and how hearts can drift apart when words are left unsaid. It is the story of Tunde and Bisi, a couple married for 25 long years, until pride, temptation, and silence tore everything apart. Tunde and Bisi were the kind of couple everyone admired. They built everything together: a home, a business, and three beautiful children. Their laughter once filled the house like music. But over time, that music faded. Work replaced conversation, duty replaced affection, and silence grew where love once lived. At a business conference, Tunde met Amara, a young woman full of life and laughter. Her attention made him feel young again, something he hadn't felt in years. She told him he was smart, funny, and charming, words he hadn't heard at home for a long time. And so, one small conversation became many, until friendship became temptation, and temptation became sin. Back home, Bissy noticed the change. Late nights, secret phone calls, the distance in his eyes. She felt it. Deep in her chest, something was wrong, but she refused to cry. She told herself, he's just stressed. This will pass. So she smiled, served his food, and prayed quietly at night. In her loneliness, Bisi joined a women's group to find peace. That was where she met Amara, beautiful, kind, and full of comforting words. They grew close. Bisi shared her pain, how her husband had become distant, how love was fading. Amara listened, her heart pounding with guilt each time Bisi said Tunde's name. One bright afternoon, Bisi decided to surprise Amara with a gift. She drove to her apartment, smiling. But when she saw her husband's car parked outside, the world stopped. Her hands trembled as she climbed the stairs. The door opened, and there they were, Tunde and Amara, frozen in shock. Silence filled the room. Tunde's lips moved, but no words came out. And Bisi simply dropped the gift bag on the floor and walked away. 2 days later, Tunde came home. He found Bisi sitting in the living room, calm but distant. He knelt before her. "Bisi," he said softly, "it's the devil's work. I don't know what came over me." She looked at him with tired eyes. "The devil, Tunde? Or your choices?" He swallowed hard. "I made mistakes, yes. But you changed too. We stopped talking. We became strangers in the same house. You were always busy, always strong. I felt invisible." She stared at him silently, pain mixing with anger. He continued, voice breaking. "I should have spoken to you. I should have fought for us. But instead, I ran into another woman's arms. And not just any woman, your friend. I can never forgive myself for that." Bisi's eyes filled with tears. Her lips trembled, but her voice stayed steady. "Tunde," she said, "I gave you my youth, my trust, my everything. 25 years of loyalty, and you threw it away for excitement." He tried to touch her hand, but she pulled away. "You broke something that can't be repaired."
You didn't just betray me. You betrayed our memories.
"Who prayed for you, who believed in you when no one else did." She stood up slowly, her voice soft but firm.
I may forgive you one day, but I will never see you the same way.
Tunde stayed behind, crying silently. He realized that the problem wasn't just Amara. It was the silence between them, the walls built by pride and unspoken pain. He wished they had talked more, been more vulnerable, shared their fears before it was too late. But now, the house felt empty. Even when Bisi was near, her heart was gone. Months passed. Bisi focused on healing. She began speaking at women's gatherings, teaching others not to lose themselves in silence. Tunde tried to rebuild trust, but some cracks never fade. They just remind you of what once was. Love doesn't die in a day. It fades slowly, in silence, when words go unsaid and hearts go unheard. If you love someone, speak. Be vulnerable. Because the devil doesn't destroy marriages, silence does. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.